Hey, I could tell you that I haven't had a few drinks tonight, but that would be a goddamn lie. How you guys doing tonight? I'm Jason Oliveira. This is the Road to 40. We're trying something a little bit new today. A ways back. We're going a ways back at this point. I had talked about doing either two cameras or using a second camera to do this. Well, now that YouTube is supporting 60 frames a second, I thought, well, let me see how this works out. We're going to try two cameras tonight and see how it works. The hard thing is that I'm not used to two cameras and I'm not used to talking to two cameras at once. So I feel like I'm probably going to rely on this one most of the time. I'm hearing voices. Do you hear them? Anywho, I've discovered a new spirit to which I enjoy thoroughly. This is it's called Fireball. I'll share it with both these cameras. I gotta get over myself here tonight. It's pretty good. It's whiskey, which is interesting because whiskey is a pretty strong drink. You know, if you drink it regularly, I'm sure you build up a tolerance to it. But this doesn't taste like whiskey. This tastes like a hot ball. Yeah, of course, there's a little bit of an alcoholic kick to it, but not much. And let me clear the air here for Fireball. They do not use the industrial strength, what do you call it, antifreeze in their drink. No, it's the chemical grade, the kind that they use in like everything. If you drink Gatorade, ice cream, there's a bunch of things, if you go to their website, that they tell you that they use it in. Now, they're saying it so that they sound better, but technically, you're still drinking a little bit of antifreeze. So, I guess this will keep me warm here and throughout the summer, winter, doesn't matter what season we're on. But I realized today, when I went down to practice today, I want to talk about practice and music a little bit today. That's my subject matter. My friend Vic, the singer in our band, brought a little this size bottle. There was only about half left, and so the band finished it off, and it was really good. Like, I was shocked. I was just like, everybody else is doing it, peer pressure, might as well do it, you know. I decided, yeah, I'll give it a whirl, and I was very glad that I did. This little bottle is only about $8, $7.95 here in Virginia. And you can mix it with a lot of stuff. Like, you can do a hot chocolate with this. You can do a hotter toddy. You can mix it with apple cider and make a spiced, really cinnamon spiced apple cider. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. Like, I thought it was just pretty much just for shooting because it tastes good to shoot it. However, there's a lot more you can do with that drink. But my fave, I started writing some new music this week. I haven't written music myself, new music, except with the band. And probably I've written one song since I've moved here, and it never went anywhere. It was just one of those things that I really liked the melody of the verses, and it led into a really strong chorus. But it was typical of everything else I've ever written. And so I kind of threw it in the garbage. Well, I guess the back burner. It's still out there. It's not like I don't remember it. The thing is, when I write with the band, especially Matt, and this is no knock to anybody else in the band, but Matt and I are both from Boston, or originally from Boston, I should say. Spent a lot of time in Massachusetts. I'm from Taunton, technically, which is probably about a half hour, 40 minutes south of Boston. Pending traffic and how quick you can get there, you can probably get there in 20, well, maybe not 20 minutes. Anywho, I feel like, I don't mean this to sound silly or anything, but I feel like we do have a connection beyond that. Like, when we write, he writes a part and I immediately can hear another part. And I've never had that before. Like, I've played with a lot of people. The only other person I feel like I had that connection with was from Lunch Meat Circus, my, I don't know what to call him. He's not really a friend. He's kind of like the Lando to my Han. Yeah, that's right. You're not Han. Fuck that. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, he's kind of, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Nonetheless, that's not my point. I've only had this connection with one other person. It's interesting to write with somebody, and he plays guitar, and he plays guitar just as good as he plays bass. If Gary was the best guitarist I've ever played with, and Brian was the best bass player I've ever played with, and that's no offense to any other guitarist or bass players I've played with, all of them have been phenomenal. However, I've just had connections, or I've felt that these people have played their instrument to the best of their ability, and I'm very content with the way that they play it. Not that I have the final say on something like that. I hope this is working out. This is a little weird going from camera to camera. I almost feel like my attention should be here, but then it's just going to look weird, I would imagine. Every time we just come down to practice, like, I swear, if we spent 8 hours practicing a day, like 3 days a week, I think we would just have like a library of songs. Like we play well off of each other, I think, and because of that, it's grown. My desire to play music again has grown, which is something I haven't really had for a very long time. For a long time, like, it was drawing. I mean, I really thoroughly enjoyed drawing everything I've been drawing lately. For Brad, for myself, whatever I'm drawing. I've been drawing. But I hit these plateaus in certain fields of art. And if it's drawing, it levels out. It comes to this point and it just kind of just freaking banks out there. And for 6 months, I won't get any better. No matter what I do, what I try, how many videos I watch, or tutorials, or read, or attempt, nothing really improves in the quality of my art. And I move on to another art. This is a pivotal episode. This is really a big part of me. This is a huge part of me, really. And when I thankfully I realized this. I've never had a chance. I've never gone beyond the point where I'm like, okay, I'm still sucking at this. I'm not getting any better, but I'm gonna continue. Like, and then I move back to, in this case, it's music. Sometimes it's writing. And I have just left my guitar out. Like, my guitar is constantly out now. If it falls and breaks, it falls and breaks. My last one, the 94 Washburn, the limited edition for that year, they only made 1994 of them. It was really good. When I wrote when I played it, just stuff came out. And it was just like, here's the song. Here, do you want another song? What about this song, huh? Check out this tuning. Like, the guitar just provided me with the ability to become a songwriter. Am I the best songwriter? Am I a great songwriter? No. I think I'm pretty good, though. I think I've got a lot of hooks. A lot of them are typical. I'm not going to lie to you, but I've been growing as a musician more than I've been growing as a sketch artist lately. Or not sketch artist, but just sketching. And it's great. It's great to have other outlets for your arts. It's great to be able to write okay. It's great to be able to draw and draw pretty good. It's great to be able to write music and write satisfactory, at least to your own ears. If you're an artist, I think you know what I mean. The eyes, the ears, whatever sense, whatever sculpture you make, or guitar you play, or song you write, or picture you draw, or painting you paint, like, there just comes a time where you're happy with what you're doing. Like, sure, you want to improve, you want to be as good as the person you probably most admire at that moment in your life. However, you get to this pinnacle, this point, I think, if you're a multi-artist, where you're like, I can't really improve right now. I feel like I'm just trying too hard. And it's like your body and your mind and your soul and everything just comes together and goes, okay, why don't you do this for a little while then? So now I'm thinking about maybe picking up, with taxes next year. They're about $200 or $250, I think, at most. It's not a super phenomenal company. Behringer. They make these mixers with USB inputs to your computer, or actually I have the adapter, but I would need some kind of outlet through which I could kind of put them in. Now, I could get a really cheap one, but I do want one with some built-in effects, even though I'll probably do most of that post recording. But I just feel like, all right, here's my point to all of this tonight. I was talking about the band. We continue to write new songs. Like I said, sometimes it's one a week, sometimes two, sometimes three, sometimes we just go over covers, sometimes we just work well together. We all play off each other. Dana is really found his place too. Like, I'm hearing him better, I'm hearing him more, and I think maybe it's because he's turning up. I think when you first start with a new band, you don't know where you stand, where your talents lie versus their talents and songwriting ability and learning new songs and so on and so forth. So he's found that, like, I think we're all on the same level. I'm probably the least talented in the band, I'm not going to lie to you. But it challenges me, and I think that's very important. And lately, instead of doing these videos, there's been a lot of nights that I haven't done the Road to 40. It's because I've been playing guitar. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'll be very upset if we don't do 365 videos by that time, but I think we'll accomplish that. Even with the, if you guys haven't watched it, you should go back and watch the What's on the Menu, the previous one. It's actually just called Teaching Kids to Swear, and it's called Peanut Butter Oreos. It's I think it's a pretty fun video, top to bottom. It's a little bit of me reviewing the cookie. And then my son Grayson kind of comes in and visits and hangs out for a few minutes and says some choice words. Check it out. Anywho, I'm excited and happy to be on this next. The fork in the road was provided. It was right in front of me. I was like, okay, here I am. I'm finishing up this one thing for my friend Brad. I do have to go back and finish something else I'm working on for him. But after that, the Worm book's done pretty much 99.97% complete. What I'd like to do next is make some new music. Write some new music, write some new lyrics, write some new chords. Literally just create some new chords, I mean, not create, but play ones that aren't normally in my repertoire. Maybe step out of the keys I always write into. That's a tough one. Anywho, I'm gonna go drink some drink, I think, and Walking Dead's on tonight, so as soon as that's available for my TiVo, let's say, we'll go watch that. Carol's putting the kids down. I'm thinking about doing something Tuesday night. I don't know what. If you guys have any ideas, put it in the comments below. Carol's taking the boys over to a friend's house, and they're going to cook a meal for someone who's in the hospital right now. Or I think they're home now, but they can't cook for themselves. They had an operation. So I have a free night. This is very rare for me. I kid you not. No, I mean, not like I couldn't be like, hey, Carol, can I just go out tonight and go to a bar or go to, maybe not a bar, but like a coffee place or something. I think she'd be fine if I was like, hey, Matt wanted to hang out tonight. Do you mind if I go over there tonight and hang out? But I don't rarely get that opportunity. So I'm going to take that opportunity to do something out of my wheelhouse. I don't know what yet. It's not like I got a ton of time. I've got about 4 hours, 5 hours at most. I'm sure I could just be like, hey, listen, I'm going to be home at 1 in the morning. I'll see you then. I'm just going to go discover some new area or find some new cafe or something. I think she'd be perfectly okay with that. And I'd like to document it maybe. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. But, I mean, we've got this camera. We've got my phone. Both of them are mobile. Both of them take great videos. So we'll see what happens. But nonetheless, if you're loving watching these as much as I'm loving making them, please subscribe, like, and add some comments down below. Let me know if there's something you want me to talk about, the questions you might have. Feel free to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, at Jason, L-O, any of those, Geycen. Just look it. You're going to find my ugly mug up there. Don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. Make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were tomorrow. And let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. And really, let's think about this. Just break those 3 things down. Just think about them. Meditate on them for 10 minutes today. Think about them. Think what you could do to make yourself better, to make someone else's life better. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for always coming back. I seriously appreciate this, and we'll see what happens with these 2 cameras. I mean, I could technically edit them down and splice them together, and it would look pretty cool probably. However, it's a lot of time and effort that I'd have to sacrifice playing music or drawing or writing. So right now, these are going to be what they are. I'm going to dump this onto the computer. I'm going to just dump all over the computer. Thank you very much. I mean it. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Please share this. If there's somebody you know who might like these, please pass them along to them. Anywho, I'm Jason Oliveira. If you guys are still loving these, I guess I'll see you just a little bit further on down the road to 40. And I hope you guys really liked the Grayson video, the Oreo cookie video. I thought it was interesting. Anywho, all right. You guys take care, and I'll see you tomorrow night on the road to 40.